Hi, so I've been doing a little bit of dangerous work again. I've been thinking, that's a dangerous sport there. One of the most dangerous sports you can do. And so in that thinking, I've decided to go down a little bit of a rabbit trail. And this rabbit trail is really going to be talking about narratives. It's just something I talk about all the time. And these narratives impact our belonging. These narratives impact our fracturing. They impact our mental health. They impact our community. They impact so many things. And I'm going to be talking about this more as a societal narrative. So just to let you know, those who've watched me know I'm a belonging expert. I've also done research on how different races, culture, women, LGBTQ+, and ages view disability/accessibility. So I know a little bit about culture. I'm not necessarily a culture expert except in this area. But I know a little bit about culture. I've been researching belief. I've been researching narratives. I understand a lot in this area. So I'm going to break this down for you. There are some countries that, okay, let's say you're in an accident and there's two people you have to save. You can either save the elderly person or the baby. Some cultures will tell you to save the elderly person, and other cultures will tell you to save the baby. And I'm going to explain further why I said that. In our culture, we are being taught that being young is what men want. Think of the song Sweet Caroline. It was going through my head this morning. That's actually why I wanted to talk about this. For years, you want the young virgin. How many virgins did you get? And what people don't think about is many times for a virgin, it hurts the first time. But I got my virgin. What would happen if we changed that narrative? We don't have to have that narrative. In some ways, we've been working on changing that narrative, and people are saying, I don't like that. I want my fantasy. But that fantasy is not only creating some mental health crisis, it's creating harm to people. It creates people to go down some dark paths that create harm. It impacts people starting to become narcissistic. If you don't believe me, look at the video of the person who thinks he can grab people by their genitals and then says, in the interview of being charged with talking about being sexually assaulting a woman, and says she liked it. How do you know she liked it? If she said she didn't, that means she didn't. Because you believe you liked it, and because you liked it does not mean she liked it. This is some of the problem we have in our society. We don't have perspective thinking. This is a huge problem, and this can create more narcissistic, more dark personalities, more abusive, harmful things towards people. There are reasons why people want a young, innocent girl. It's only because she's pretty, she's prettier, she's tighter. Her body's all tighter, thinner. But by doing that, you're harming someone. You're taking something from someone and you're not giving them something back. And you're traumatizing them. You're traumatizing them for maybe their future husband. You're traumatizing them for the kids that are coming into society if they decide to have kids. You may even be traumatizing them so much that they may unalive themselves. But hey, you got your pleasure and you've convinced yourself that they got theirs too. when it wasn't really the truth. So what needs to happen is we need to change the narratives. And we can, because it's a societal narrative that is causing harm. Now, you may hear me on this and may say, well, it's only causing harm to women. So why does it matter? Really? It causes harm to men. I just said three other places where it causes harm. If a woman has children and those children are boys, do you not think that causes harm? What if that's somebody's girlfriend and you raped them because you wanted that sweet, innocent young girl, and he hadn't tapped that's language, and you decided you wanted it first? Do you think that impacted her partner? This is why we need to change that narrative. It causes harm to all of society. And this thinking that because I liked it, someone else should like it, is infantile. There is some warpedness there and some sort of fracturing there that you can't face, or the people that are dealing with this can't face, that just because that individual likes it does not mean the other party likes it also. And if girls are giggling while you're doing it, it's because they feel uncomfortable. It's not because they're flirting. And you're interpreting that wrong because you are so stuck in your head over what you want. So changing this narrative is so important. However, we also maybe need to be looking at the mental health around this. And why is this narrative such a huge narrative that people want it to continue?